Alright, so boom, today we got NBA Legends explaining why Larry Bird was so good. And as I don't know, I'm a big LeBron fan. And you guys keep saying Larry Bird is better than LeBron. And I can see your point. He does a lot of similar things on the court. You feel me? He can score, he can finish. He's a great passer. He looks like he hustles on defense. But at the same time, I feel like LeBron does all them things better, bro, and more, bro. I feel like, and on top of that, I feel like LeBron is a better athlete. From what we've seen, Larry Bird has a lot of injuries and stuff like that. That got in the way of his career, and y'all think he could have been greater than he already was. Cause I'm not gonna lie, from what it's like back injuries, concussions, like he had a lot shooting problem with his hand. It's like everything, shooting, athleticism, everything that could have made him even greater was hindered. But that being said, like I feel like those things kind of in a matchup, one against one, bro. If they were in the finals, LeBron versus Larry Bird, I got LeBronJames every time. I'm sorry, bro. I don't got Larry Bird. That being said, let's get into the video. Let's see what NBA Legends say and if they could probably maybe change my mind.
I would say let's start with Kevin McHale, the player that probably has the greatest Larry Bird stories. And in the following clip, he's sitting down with the legend himself talking about LarryLegend.
I was laughing because I was in the All-Star game with you when you walked in and asked who was going to get second place in the three-point contest. When you walked in there, what were you thinking when you made that announcement to the room? Just messing with all those guys like you always did.
Yeah,
everybody?
I didn't. I had no clue. I never really practiced. Me and Danny used to shoot some before we went out there, but everybody's sitting there. Everybody's real quiet. You really didn't. You knew the guys, but you never were around them. And nobody's really saying anything. So I walk in and look around, and it just came out. I had no clue I was going to win it, but that's just part of the competition.
He just
okay, last question. Top 5 players of all time.
Kareem, Hakeem, Larry, Mike, and Magic.
Complete together. I don't know if you're better.
Okay.
I don't know if you're a top 5 shooter though.
You put Larry Bird over Michael Jordan.
No, I said Mike and Magic, MJ and Magic.
Okay, but you put Larry first.
Now the next clip that I want to show you guys is from Will Chamberlain, obviously an old clip from I think from 1995. I want to show
MJ.
You
Kareem.
To each of you. Top 5 players of all time.
Kareem, Hakeem, Larry, Mike, and Magic.
Ranked?
Okay. You put Larry Bird over Michael Jordan.
No, I said Mike and Magic, MJ and Magic.
Okay, but you put Larry first.
Now the next clip that I want to show you guys is from Will Chamberlain, obviously an old clip from I think from 1995, and he talks about how great LarryLegend was. Let's check it out.
Talk to me about race for 1 second. Larry Bird is considered a great player, but don't they sort of elevate him because he's a white guy?
Well, I think that may be in the minds of many, but this man also was very, very talented. I think he epitomized what a forward is supposed to do, and especially in the game that he played, because he was technically correct. He was a correct type of basketball player, and most people today don't play the game correctly.
I see.
And he did.
I feel like Larry revolutionized it, to be honest. From what I'm seeing and from what we've seen, like in his highlights, he could pass, he could shoot, he could finish, he could defend, like we said at the beginning of the video. And a lot of forwards today, like, you're expected to do stuff like that. You're expected to be more well-rounded. Like, you can't be...
So I haven't heard Kobe or LeBron.
Well, that's the great forwards are well-rounded. Let me not say all of them, but the best ones in the league today, the LeBrons, and even not someone as good as LeBron. Someone like Jason Tatum, a younger player in his prime, he can do everything on the court, like kind of like Larry can. And that's why he's so loved. That's a Celtic for y'all.
Giving LeBron the edge over Larry. Bird 6.
Okay.
Bird, for those that don't know, won 3 straight MVPs in the league.
That's disgusting. I ain't gonna lie that. 3 consecutive MVPs.
3 straight MVPs. MVP.
So you would say that was the baddest white boy ever?
No question. Not even a question. No doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
Okay. 7.
And he coached me for 3 years.
It's not even a competition.
How about that?
Exactly.
Oh.
One of the greatest players to ever play this game.
LeBron?
Kid from French Lick, Boston, and one of the few guys to ever be in a three-point contest and shoot with a warm-up shirt on. And for young guys that don't know him, they think of Larry Bird as a jump shooter, but he was so much more than that. He was a passer. He averaged double-digit rebounds. He defended, he took charges, and he's a straight-up complete basketball player. And me as a small forward, Scotty, Bird, Doc,
Doc?
George Gervin, the guys that I kind of looked up to being a small forward.
My rookie year, Mark Aguirre didn't want.
To be honest, I've seen some Scotty highlights. I've seen Larry Bird. I haven't seen those other guys play, to be honest. But LeBron is admitting he modeled his game and like looked up to these players.
To play against the Boston Celtics for whatever reason. Could have been
called birditis.
Yeah, pretty much. So I was, I think, at that point, the third small forward, and Larry gave us 50.
You know, so you see the outlet pass, beautiful outlet pass by Tree. Goes past the defense, Larry jumped. And I'm like, oh, he's too late. He's too late. And I got fouled on this play. But that dunk was more of a kind of an angry dunk. Because I think I got torched a couple of times earlier. So that was a way of getting back.
Look out. He almost ripped
He's trying to get back, bro.
He said, I like you. You got heart, but I'm still getting 30 on you tonight. But to me, I couldn't believe he jumped at it. When you talk basketball to someone like Larry Bird, you know, you're getting a history lesson too. I mean, the guy is part of history. You know, to play against guys like that in my career, that's once in a lifetime.
Now the next clip that we're going to take a look at is with Patrick Ewing on the Dan Patrick Show, talking about his relationship with Larry Bird and what made Larry Bird unique.
Did he talk trash on the floor?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think that story you talked about, X, I think that's one of the stories you got from me.
Oh,
you might have got it from me. Blah used to always talking about that he can't jump, he can't do this, he can't do that.
I'm glad I be hearing that often, to be honest. People be saying Larry Bird doesn't really have the step that would translate into the modern game. Like if he came into today's NBA, players would just run around him on offense. If he was on defense, if he was on defense, people would just run around him. And if he was playing offense, like he couldn't find space. He wouldn't be able to move around quick enough.
You know, a lot of my friends was like that, you know. So I got to the league. I called all my friends back up. I said, you know, all that trash that you were talking, you need to squash all that. This man is great.
He's great.
He can, whatever you were saying for a man who can't jump. He's demolishing everybody.
So your guys are saying, how can you let this guy?
Oh, he's doing it on everybody.
But playing basketball with Larry Bird was like singing with Jerry Garcia. It was like talking science with Albert Einstein. It was like talking history with Eugene Debs. Yeah. It was just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Even they're telling him to chill out.
I never played with a better player than Larry Bird.
Magic, James Worthy, Kurt Rambis, Kareem Abdul, all the Laker greats. I would always sit down and just ask them questions about certain games that I studied growing up. What actually happened there? What did you feel there? Why? You know, Bird tough to defend. Why? Because he looks slow as shit to me. So like, I'm missing something. So like, tell me what I'm missing. You know what I mean?
Fakes it.
Bird.
I'll be like, hold up.
He passed it off the backboard to himself.
This guy was going to do one thing almost every night that really spun your head around, made you do like a Linda Blair. You just couldn't believe this was happening.
To Harris. Bird to Benson to Bird. Over the backboard.
Over the backboard?
He was playing chess and everybody else was playing checkers. He was 3 moves ahead of everybody else. And you never knew what he was going to do, but you knew it was going to be something special.
Bird steals it. See it coming, and look at the pass to McHale. Isn't that beautiful?
He would do a head fake, or he would do this, and the guy would turn, and he would just fake the crap out of guys.
There's the play of the game, right there.
Larry used to come in the locker rooms. He'd be getting his ankles taped, and he'd say, you know, hey, ball boy, run in and go find the scoring record in this building. You know, he needed those kind of challenges.
Bird with the step. Talk about creativity.
He's not even asking
quarters in NBA playoff history. Game 7 against Detroit in 1987. Larry Bird suddenly, for no explicable reason, decided to bank in a left-hand 15-footer.
Larry Bird, I don't believe that, John.
Well. And I can tell you, talking about Magic Johnson, and that the Lakers were watching that game. This guy just about fell off the chair, you know, just laughing. And I asked him about it. It was just because. He was amusing himself in a playoff game.
LeBron posted to his
in a playoff
Instagram
game,
that
Brian.
he believes Larry Bird could have
dominated in any era. And Shannon, you've often said Larry was your favorite
all those
player
people
growing
saying
up.
LarryBird couldn't
And we
cut it in
know
this era.
your stance on LeBron being the GOAT, but how close was Larry Bird to LeBron? I start with you.
This is what we actually want to hear. I'm not gonna. I want to see a head-to-head comparison very soon. I might have to get into that. But this is what we want to see. I want to see the
I think they're closer than people think. I don't think people realize just how talented Larry Bird was and how great he was. Larry Bird was a career 24, 10, and 6 guy.
Was under 10 seconds. And we came back out of the timeout. Larry said, I'm gonna get it right here, X, and I'm gonna shoot it in your blinking face. And I was like, well, I'll be right here waiting on you too.
Let's see if they wind it all the way down. Bird hits the hoop. What a shot by Larry Bird.
He hit it and he looked at me and he was like, damn. I didn't mean to leave nothing on the clock. And I just looked at him and said, oh, conceited bastard.
The greatest buzzer beater of them all was against Portland on a Sunday afternoon in Boston.
DJ again to make the inbound pass. The double team at Bird. Larry fake. Fall away.
All right.
The gentleman you just talked
He
about,
doesn't
Larry
even care. He's
Bird.
doing it casually.
Oh shit, that's the man shit. He's like your Magic, your Kareem, you know, that once in a lifetime player, franchise changing player. That's the category that Larry was in. And not to mention, I like the way he led us as a team. He wasn't in your face, you know, that talking trash to you. He led by example.
He's that you retired. Thank goodness, I'm glad.
It wasn't a disrespectful type of leader that would be in your face trying to cuss you out and stuff. I don't know too much about Jordan. From the stories I've heard, he was a more hard-on leader. Larry Bird was more of a, I'm going to do great, you have to be great.
I've seen his face. There are a lot of sad memories to me, but you know, I enjoyed you tremendously. I wish you a lot of luck, and I think you had a very wonderful career. You know, you probably ruined a lot of my successful games against the Boston Celtics.
All right, you guys, that was it for today's.
Well, we heard that speech before. MJ giving Larry Bird his flowers. And from what I'm seeing, Larry Bird seems to be one of the all-time greats, and he's respected throughout every era by every player. Magic Johnson, who played with him, MJ, a player who came during the tail end of Larry Bird's era and after. Even players like LeBron, who are considered the GOAT nowadays, respect them. They respect them, bro. But I'm gonna have to see on that comparison video, LeBron or Larry Bird, who's better. I feel like LeBron is just the modern version, a little more athletic, a little more polished. But you guys feel like Larry Bird edges him out because he's a better shooter? I might have to give him that. Might be a more clutch shooter. With that being said, I'm seeing you on the next one.